This is another battle in the blue tournament between AVA Derta, commanding Massilia, and TigerWarrior, commanding the Seleucids. There are limits on the amount of units of the same type you can bring, so you can only bring 8 spear units, 8 sword units. The Seleucids could potentially bring an elephant and a chariot in this battle, but it doesn't look like that's the case. So we have 2 Persian hoplites on each flank, a center of thorax swords, eastern javelins in front, together with some Persian light archers. Very dangerous skirmishing component for the Seleucids. 2 citizen cavalry on each flank, 2 more citizen cavalry. I wonder why he didn't bring any Median cavalry. They are superior to citizen cavalry and not much more expensive. 1 camel archer and 1 scythe chariot. For Massilia, we have the standard mix of Celto-Greco or Greco-Celtic units. 2 hoplites, Massilian hoplite general, 4 thorax swords, axe warriors on the flanks. Directly behind them we have Massilian Thureos, Levi Freeman, Hippeus, and 2 Celtic slingers. So the only threat to the chariot in this case would be infantry javelins and the Hippeus. The Hippeus could, if they get a good charge, do a lot of damage to the chariot and potentially stop them. But Massilia is in a dangerous situation because Massilia can't stand and trade with the skirmishers of the Seleucids. The Seleucids only have to keep Massilia at range with the chariot and with the skirmishers, and then they will be able to pick the Massilian army apart. Seleucids moving towards the right, and this is a bit of a strange choice, because this means that the Seleucid army is going to move towards the shielded side of the Massilian army, not towards the unshielded side, which would be here. But maybe the Seleucid player wants to avoid this small patch of forest here. Entirely possible. Slow opening to the game. A bit of a strange repositioning by the Seleucid. It's going to orient more towards the center of the Massilian army now. So again, in a straight up infantry fight, the Massilian army is going to win, but the chariot is going to rampage through these units unopposed if the Hippeus are somehow indisposed. So it's going to... the Massilian player has to play a very solid game to be able to stop these chariots and to stop these skirmishers from just wreaking havoc on the lines of Massilia. And the major mistake I think that Massilia made was only bringing 2 Levi Freemen. You need to have 6 Levi Freemen at all times. Levi Freemen are the strongest units in the game. So moving up with the Massilian army, this is sort of a conundrum for Massilia, because if Massilia has to move up, but if Massilia moves up, starts moving, then Massilia is going to put itself in range of all of these skirmishers, and more importantly the scythe chariots. So we'll see if Massilia just decides to rush here or what they do. A very weak cavalry force by Massilia. Hippeus can be very nice, but they're also super vulnerable. It looks like both players are going to start pushing now. The Massilian army is moving into range of the skirmishers of the Seleucids. Starting to fire, the Celtic slingers moving up. We also have some mercenary Gallic hunters that I didn't see, so 3 mercenary Gallic hunters. So this actually shifts the balance of power in terms of skirmishing back towards Massilia, because now Massilia has the long range firepower advantage. And the Seleucid sees that, going to pull away its Persian light archers, but it's going to eat some fire on the return. The Gallic hunters are moving out of view now because they have the stalk ability. So much cavalry moving up on the flank here towards the Massilian left. And now the Gallic hunters are taking fire, and they cannot take any sort of fire from skirmishers. They don't have any armor, and their health is poor, like it is with most skirmishers. So they're getting destroyed here by the by the Persian light archers, being completely wasted. So nicely done by the Seleucids in capitalizing on the mistakes of Massilia here. This mercenary Gallic hunter is dead at the moment. And Massilia has no choice now but to start pushing, and I don't think that's going to end well for Massilia. Getting some very nice shots off here against the citizen cavalry. These chariots, I'm very excited to see what happens with these chariots, because now in the engagement, frontal engagement, then it's fairly even. The difference being that the skirmishing support is stronger for the Seleucids. Looks like we have formation attack on here. Yeah, at least for one of the sides, formation attack is on. So this engagement is going to take quite some time. Persian light archers taking a lot of damage in the center. This citizen cavalry is getting wrecked by these Massilian Theraeus, so they might not be able to make it. Nice double charge here by Levi Freeman and by Hippeus. Citizen cavalry gets absolutely wrecked by the Massilian Theraeus. And the Scythe chariots haven't started moving yet, but that one charge from citizen cavalry actually made the axe warriors start to waver, so they might just lose now. Nicely done here with the pulling out the Hippeus and leaving the Levi Freeman in the fight. It's going to allow the Hippeus to charge away these eastern javelins. 2 units of Persian light archers being chased off the field, so now the Seleucid player is being far too passive with his units. He's going to get his eastern javelins caught by the Hippeus, still doing damage to the Hippeus lancers. The Hippeus lancers are dropping, but Massilia is doing well on the flank here. And now it looks like the chariots are going to start moving in, but there is this Hippeus unit, and the general, the Hellenic Cataphract general here, is taking a lot of fire from Massilian Theraeus. The Massilian Theraeus are in turn going to get wrecked by these chariots. We have Hoplites here, and the Levi Freemen being super useful in throwing their javelins at the chariots, but they are missing due to the bugged hitboxes of Scythe chariots. And here come the Hippeus in against the Scythe chariots, and I think that's all she wrote for the chariots. They're being stopped on the front of a phalanx. They're not being able to move. They're not able to move, and they're getting attacked by Hippeus. So this is very bad for the Scythe chariots. Massilian units, Levi Freemen charging into the rear of Persian Hoplites. Bad for the Persian Hoplites. The Levi Freemen might actually win there, and there's nothing stopping the Hippeus lancers from just finishing off the skirmishers of the Seleucids here. The chariot has been wasted, getting 100 kills still, but just a complete waste of chariot unit. The Hellenic Cataphract unit is moving in for rear charges. Probably going to break this unit of axe warriors straight away. Huge miss micro on the Hippeus. The Hippeus are not moving, and now they're going to get shot to pieces. So the Massilian player was in a great position, but he managed to screw that up by getting his Hippeus shot to pieces by these skirmishers. The chariot is still rampaging through the lines and causing a lot of casualties in the back line of Massilia, but now it's shattered, it's off the field. Hellenic Cataphracts are fighting against Massilian Hoplites, and regular Hoplites shouldn't be able to do too well in that engagement. These Hippeus need to swing around and stop the citizen cavalry from getting into the mercenary Gallic hunters and the Celtic slingers, but again a huge miss micro. The Hippeus are not able to get in and support the skirmishers. The Hippeus got destroyed by the skirmishers over here, and this battle was Massilia's battle to lose basically at this point, but this one unit getting into the skirmishers and these skirmishers being completely unopposed was a huge huge blow to Massilia. There is still quite a lot left for Massilia. The camel archers got caught by Levi Freeman. Levi Freeman again showing how great they are. The Hippeus unit managed to finish off the citizen cavalry. I still think there's enough left on the field for Massilia to do this, especially since the Hellenic Cataphract general of the Seleucids is going to die right off the field. So even with the huge mistakes made by the Massilian player, it looks like he is actually going to pull this through because the Seleucids just mismanaged their cataphracts to a significant degree, also mismanaging their Persian light archers, not being able to protect them from the Hippeus of Massilia. So surprising result this, that the Massilian army was able to defeat the Seleucid army, even with the Seleucid army having so many advantages over the Massilian army. But the mistakes just kept racking up for the Seleucids, and the Tiger Warrior didn't get enough kills on his chariots. His cavalry was mostly wasted, and his skirmishers did not do the job they needed to do. For Massilia, the Levy Freeman, MVPs of the game easily by just being Levy Freeman, wasted the mercenary Gallic hunters, but was able to pull it around with some Hippeus. And although the Hippeus were wasted in that they weren't able to finish off the 3 units that were basically free kills for them, still a victory for AVA Derta. Good game, well played to both players. Congratulations on advancing to Derta, and strength and honor. Good luck in the coming rounds of the tournament.